Good morning, everyone. I'm Chief Floyd Mitchell of the Oakland Police Department. Today we wanted to talk about the unfortunate incident we had out at DeFremery Park last night. Unfortunately, we had a shooting that has resulted in a homicide. I have Deputy Chief Fred Shavies of our Criminal Investigations Division here. He is going to give you some details in regards to that incident. And then afterwards, the mayor has a few words, as well as Principal Davis from McClymonds High School. Chief.
Good morning, everyone. Last night, on September 28th of 2024, homicide number 70 for this calendar year occurred in West Oakland at DeFremery, also known as Little Bobby Hutton Park, at 1651 Adeline Street. The annual McClymonds High School alumni picnic was taking place, and hundreds of community members spanning multiple generations were at the event, taking place in the festivities. Unfortunately, just after 7:30 p.m., shots rang out at the center of the park. OPD units, as well as medical personnel, responded, and when they arrived, they observed community members rendering aid. They also rendered aid after finding a male adult suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. The young man, just 2 days shy of his 39th birthday, was transported to a local hospital where he unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. OPD homicide investigators responded to the scene, and they are currently investigating this tragic event. We believe that there may have been more than one shooter, and we're thankful that no one else at this crowded, family-friendly event was harmed. At this time last year, we had investigated 97 homicides. We're asking that anyone with any information regarding this event, no matter how minuscule you believe it to be, contact the OPD Homicide Section at 510-238-3821. And with that, I'll turn it over to Madam Mayor.
Thank you. First and foremost, I want to send my heart, prayers, and thoughts to those who have been victimized, not just to the family members of the victim, but those who were there on that day, who were terrorized. There is no place for violence here in the city of Oakland. Not just that, but this, an annual event, an annual peaceful event, where we have seen year after year peaceful gathering of the alumni group with McClymonds High, bringing together, breaking bread with community. It is unconscionable that someone would actually act in a way of violence in this way to take someone's life during a party celebration. But as Oaklanders, we will not be deterred as community. We will be unafraid. We will come out with love. We will come out with community togetherness to ensure that we continue to keep ourselves safe. I want to acknowledge the quick response of OPD and our first responders on the scene. I mean, you can just imagine a group of people where there's a shooting involved. You can see that there are people running everywhere. OPD stepped up and really did their job with their quick response. I also want to acknowledge and thank Councilmember Carol Fife, for she was on the scene immediately with her team, and not just that, but have offered already to go out and help clean up the space that this event was taking place at. And so with that being said, I also want to acknowledge that there are community leaders who are here. The city, we have resources for grief counselors, so does the school district. And I know that the principal of McClymonds will speak a little bit more about that, about how we would want our kids to show up to school and feel safe. We also know that in regards to this, we have activated our ceasefire strategy so that we can actually intercept and interrupt any possible future violent crime that stems from this incident. More so than that, we have to think about our children and our kids. We know that this really affects their mental health, their physical health. And so with that being said, this is part of the reason why the City of Oakland has funded the VIP program, which is the violence prevention program on the school campuses. This VIP team is currently, there's one of them currently at McClymonds High. And so with that being said, I would like to invite the principal of McClymonds High to come up and speak a little bit more about the resources for our children as they attend school tomorrow. Principal.
Hello. First, I would like, on behalf of McClymonds High School staff, students, families, and our district, we would like to extend our condolences to our fallen alumni. It's really heartbreaking to lose a member of your community who is beloved, especially in front of the entire community. I am here to assure families that our school is safe. I have been on the phone all morning ensuring that we have additional adults on staff to support the mental health of our students and families, but also for the security of our campus. We are working really hard as a district to rally around McClymonds to make sure that anyone who was impacted by last night's incidents have the supports that they need to come to school. Our school is a safe place and always has been a safe place for our students. The alumni picnic has been a sacred environment, and this is something that we will not let go. We will make sure that we rally behind each other and our students so that they can have the best possible educational experience. So I want to thank my district for reaching out and supporting me and the students this morning. And if you have any specific support that you need, feel free to call our main office, and we will support your family and your student in getting grief counseling. I'm going to pass it over to Councilwoman Fife to talk a little bit more about the response.
What's your name again, please?
Principal Davis. All right, thank you. Oh, the phone number to the office. Sorry, it is 5. I have to pull it up because I don't know by heart, y'all. And our families know it for sure. Our office is 510-238-8607. You can call today and leave a message. All messages come to my email. And you can also call us in the morning or throughout the week. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Carol Fife. I'm the elected representative of Oakland's District 3. And as previously stated, I want to give my condolences to everyone that's been impacted by this act of violence that took place last night at a family-friendly, peaceful event. But more than anything, I want to thank our first responders. We had an excellent response by the Oakland Police Department that was there immediately on the scene, and the individuals that attempted to provide life-sustaining support to the individual that was fallen last night. I also want to just send my thank you to all of the individuals that responded to the social media posts that I put up calling for volunteers to come and support the cleanup of DeFremery Park. As you can imagine, during an incident like this, people leave quickly due to fear and self-protection, and it left the park in a little bit of disarray. So I want to thank Kinfolk's Coffee Shop, Creighton Davis, for coming and bringing coffee to all the volunteers, to the West Oakland Farmers Market for the pastries. My office provided that for everyone that volunteered, and for every single individual that came out this morning to show love to each other and show love to Little Bobby Hutton Park, because that exemplifies the resilience of this community and the love that we have for each other. I also want to thank Sam McNeil, who's here with us from the community, an upstanding organizer and just supporter, the unofficial mayor of West Oakland, and also Rana Mohammed, who is here with us but couldn't make it upstairs. I just wanted to send love to everybody in the community, because that's what we need more of right now. Thank you.
As stated, we are very early on into this investigation right now, so there's very little information that we can share with our public right now. We ask that anyone who has information that was out there, like Deputy Chief Shavy said, any information you have could be vital in the identifying who are the perpetrators of this crime. We'll open it up to see if we can answer any questions that you might have.
Is there anything you can share about the circumstances of what happened?
I'll let DC Shavers, there's not much, but I'll let DC Shavers jump in.
The circumstances around the incident is, again, it was a family-friendly event that's been held for decades in West Oakland, the alumni picnic, and there seems to have been just a small incident around a small number of individuals where violence took place, and unfortunately a young man lost his life.
Do we know if there were, like, I understand the alumni association event, were there students current students of McClymonds High School were also there, or were there?
West Oakland and McClymonds High School in particular is a very tight-knit community, and so there were individuals that were even younger than even high school age, and then some high school age individuals, and then, like I said, it spanned multiple generations of McClymonds alumni and soon-to-be warriors.
Is there any chance you can give us a light little timeline of the events, and then were the suspects and perpetrators, and the victims, were they all part of the event?
The picnic took place throughout the day. The shooting incident occurred just after 7:30 p.m.
We have time for one more question.
But at that time, the event was still ongoing when this happened.
The event was ongoing. There were no incidents of violence to that point. This was a family-friendly event where a number of individuals from our community were coming together and fellowshipping with one another.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for coming out.